to jump right into episode
Andor.
6. Yeah.
Oh, Andor, you should say.
Episode 6.
Episode 6, okay.
Cool, we did it right.
Long March, you know that one?
I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's like the Communist Party, arose from the very below level to...
Low levels in society.
Yeah, it's like from the villages,
Yeah.
to attack to the city, surrounding the cities. They were launched by some rich people or some
with
like
inside
elites,
connections.
or knowledgeable people.
Yeah, every time it's a little different.
So this one is like also violin.
There's violin again, but there's a little like flute or a little string. No, piano keys.
Piano, yeah.
Do I look horrible to you?
Seems like he's full of hatred.
I'm glad
Yep.
you're here.
That's his bread. You know, for Nemec, the philosophy, the justice, the fight against tyranny is his bread. But for Andor, it's his rage. It's his anger. It's how much he despises the Empire.
They breed a sad
Such
combination
racism.
of traits, particularly found.
This is like such like pseudoscience manipulation and like a racism.
Multiple ideas.
From the higher powers.
Where are we now, Lieutenant?
So it's a
Well,
strategic
no.
manipulation
Pick up some Highland strikers.
to screw over the locals.
It's like he mastered it,
Not that long
and
ago, that
predicted
was too
everything.
I don't see them having a choice.
Yeah,
The eye.
the might.
Grim retreat.
The principle of might is right.
It really is.
I've sent our best men to the perimeters for insurance.
Tonight must be perfect.
He's like, that's the plan, sir.
It's gonna be perfect.
I like that line because he's like, it has double meaning. It's like,
Yeah.
tonight must be perfect. That's the plan.
He was a stormtrooper.
Oh, wow, he's a stormtrooper.
Really?
Now I understand why he said we should obey the order.
He's an army guy, you know. There's a little bit of that in him. But I like that, again, the rebellion has come together with people from all different areas and experiences have all arrived
Ooh,
at
I
the
like
rebellion.
this picture. So
That's such a
great.
good shot.
Yeah, such a good
Beautiful
shot.
framing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That circular like half pipe.
Yeah, very beautiful. What's that sound? Sounds like peeing.
Yeah.
Oh, he is peeing. Oh my god. So uncivilized.
None of this was stored properly. It's all compressed.
Perhaps you, you might have a fever.
You might feel the back
Whoa.
of my
The
hand.
boy is ill, J-Hold.
Oh my god.
Everyone on their best behavior this evening.
And it,
Such a contentious marriage
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Wow.
you're right.
So I want mouths shut and eyes open.
I want eyes shut and mouth open.
Right tongue.
That's your command you're going to be giving me from now on. Mouth shut and eyes open.
Mouth open and eyes shut.
Oh, that's what I'll be telling you.
That's what I want to tell you. I'll never do that. No way.
A bit of ceremonial nonsense and we can tuck
He's
into a fine
speaking
table.
so lazily and like doesn't even want to move his lips.
I like give the goat skin to the boy. It's like, you hold it.
Okay.
They all hate the smell so much. Give it to the
Yeah.
child.
Oh my god. Poor child.
Yeah.
Better shut him down right now. He's grounded.
She could have been seen right there.
Down. Get down.
Echo 1. Echo 1. Echo.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Echo 1.
Why is she like so hesitant?
Maybe this is her
91.
first time doing a big job like this.
Call it.
Tell him our ghosts have strong hands and long memories.
What?
He's like, that's not what I said.
Bad translator,
Well,
huh?
then we'll give him the gift of our absence and be on our way.
But I think he knows what he really said. He's just,
Yeah.
ooh.
Wow. That one is
Good shot.
really... He's gonna burn it? He's angry?
Yeah, maybe.
We want to rebel.
Maybe it's a sign of discontent.
We want a child holding it.
Yeah.
So rude. Oh shit.
There they are.
Wow.
Cinta's badass.
Cool.
He's like, did I just hear a blaster shot? He's like,
All good.
Wow.
Join your men at the bottom of the hill now.
he's like, but I just heard someone shoot a gun, sir. No, everything's all right. Sir, I heard someone shoot.
He's gonna find someone to blame, huh?
Your hand to key the sensor. We can take just that if you prefer.
Wow. She's really badass. Huh? Starts now.
Bonk.
Oh, I'll kill your wife.
I'll start with the kid.
What did she say?
She said,
just do what they say.
Yeah, just do what they say.
I just wanna leave. I just wanna be alive.
Yeah. I think Ryan, the meditation teacher, is probably here.
Yeah, it's like this. Oh, maybe he's one of the actors, huh? Shiva, 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 shampoo.
You kill us anyway.
Because that's what you do.
Yeah, 'cause that's how
If we get what
the
we
Empire
want,
would operate.
everyone walks away.
I'll be fine.
She doesn't speak much, but Cinta's awesome.
Go.
Yeah.
I like that actress. I've never seen her in anything before, I think.
Really? Maybe
I don't know.
she's new.
Maybe, but she plays a good job.
Mm-hmm.
You go out first.
Clear.
You die, it's free money.
Well,
Tamarin's got good combat strategy.
Go. I'm almost done. I'll be right behind you.
I guess someone will die. Huh.
Awesome. So she's gonna intercept the call and tell them no, everything's okay.
I think probably she will die.
Mm-hmm.
Move, move, move. Hurry up. Will he really make it? Oh, so many credits.
Yeah. Fire Imperial
Can't
Sector.
imagine their money is not like digital. Just use phone.
But Star Wars is always this blend of something old and outdated and rusty mixed with something new. Like even the Jedi being sword fighting in a world of space laser shooting. I
Yeah,
think
it's like
kinda cool.
Dune.
Yeah.
It's like some magic power.
Yeah.
But also some old style stuff.
Wow.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
That would be so incredible if this was like
Yeah.
real somewhere in the universe.
You'll hang for this.
7 years serving you.
Oh my god.
Nice one, Skeen.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think that that was Gorn.
Oh my god.
So that's these things taken off. I love this shot.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I almost got him too.
Yeah. Termy died?
Yep.
That's really fast. Oh,
He's got crushed.
he's gonna die too. Or maybe. Oh my god, so beautiful. Oh wow.
And that's their cover. Their operation just like went so wrong because there's one little detail, you know?
Yeah.
That's how dangerous it is. That's how much it can just all go wrong.
Hold him still.
What is that?
Med spike.
Med spike, some medicine?
Yeah, but probably just to give him like a boost of adrenaline, you know, for a bit.
Yeah.
But I love this scene.
Oh my god, so beautiful.
So beautiful.
Splendid.
I love that Nemec
Yeah.
is the one operating like the navigation. He's telling them where to go, you know?
Yeah.
He's like the voice of the philosophy of the revolution, right? He's the voice of the rebellion, and he's their navigation, right? He's
Yeah.
their path through the chaos,
Yeah.
through death, through this,
Yeah.
both metaphorically, spiritually, ideologically, and you know, physically getting through this storm.
Right. Oh, she's still here.
Yeah.
Oops.
I think she killed the family and the kid and stuff.
Really?
I think so.
I need to know where we're going.
But I think that line's really important
How do we get to the doctor?
because it's referencing the kid.
Yeah.
How, you know, I need to know where we're going. And it's like this kid is
This
the
kid,
ideological
yeah.
and like the core of their value and the rebellion
Yeah.
going forward.
yeah,
Like,
we gotta keep him alive.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing for now.
yeah, this kid is the voice that gives them direction, and I like that
Whoa,
metaphor.
he got 4 hands.
No rebellion for you.
Oh, I'm a rebel.
So he really want to get the money and doesn't care about the rebellion.
Against everybody else.
A nihilistic
Me?
rebel.
I don't have a brother.
Fake. It was a lie.
Oh, really? He made it up.
So his rebel story.
Don't play the high mind with me. Split up the winnings. share the spoils.
Wow. It's like you
Spent.
betrayer.
I did my job.
He's actually being honorable and truthful.
Yeah.
And this to your friend.
He's even giving that back.
I don't.
Nemec's manifesto, his written
He
work.
insisted.
Mm.
The language no one remembers.
How sad.
No, it's liberating. You decide what it says.
What a relief. So much
Yeah.
tension lifted.
It's like he wanna laugh loudly, but he's
Yeah.
gotta, holding
Hold
it
it in.
back. Yeah.
So I,
Wow, that's nice.
I think
Mm-hmm.
there at the end, there's a couple really powerful symbols, really powerful metaphors or reflections that are made. I think the first one is Andor, as a character, so far at this point, has been aimless, directionless. He hasn't had a place where he's going. He's sort of just had accidents happen, and he's just trying to adjust and look out for himself. And he's just taken whatever course, like he joined Luthen because it was just his only escape, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And at the end of this episode, when they're flying out, he's the one piloting the plane. It's very important he's the one piloting it, because he's the one that the story is centering the primary rebellion. I mean, it's showing all the rebels,
Yeah, yeah.
but
It's like he navigating.
but he as the person, he's navigating and he needs direction. And
Right.
he's asking, I need numbers, I need direction. And they get Nemec up and they give him the med spike.
Mm-hmm.
And he just comes like awake and lucid enough to give him the directions, to input in his two things. And there's the earlier scene where he shows the device, the navigation device, and he shows his manifesto. And he says these two are the same object.
Yeah.
They both chart a course through uncertainty and through political strife or through, logistical and space
Yeah.
uncertainty, and they arrive at a destination. And so in both ways, those two objects are used as the same object, kind of like as a symbol. And Andor
What, those two objects use
are like the same symbol because they're
Oh,
parallel
same symbol.
objects.
Okay.
And Andor is saying, like, I need directions, I need where to go, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And Nemec is the driving force. Nemec, that young, youthful inspiration that sees the injustice, that sees what's wrong, is the voice that's like guiding him.
Yeah.
And then after they make it out, he says, like, where are we going? I need directions, right? I need to know where to go. And it's like Vel at the end says, here's his manifesto. He wanted to give it to you.
Oh,
And again, that's
yeah.
like this symbol of Andor, this aimless rebel who's just sort of
Yeah.
angry. In the scene,
Yeah.
he showed like he's not satisfied. He's not thankful, right? He's like, do I look thankful
He just
to you?
feels like he did all the stuff just for escaping and making some money.
Yep.
Yeah.
But now, the end of this episode at least has given him the same symbol twice, coming from Nemec, the navigational device, and the manifesto,
Manifesto.
being like
Wow.
the direction for his rebellion.
Wow.
And the other main thing that I
Okay.
really love at the end is when he shoots and kills Skeen.
Yeah,
And-
I think that one just to break the stereotype of some heroes,
Yeah.
like who are really honest and are really like very, at least the
Pure.
immorality, like it's really pure, not like killing people, even for killing some bad people, they just
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but in this one, it's totally different.
And I think it's there because similarly how they were getting to know each other and trusting before, because they both come from that same experience,
Yeah.
those two characters as a symbol are the same person. And in that scene where Skeen is saying to him, we could take the money and run, fuck all these people,
Yeah.
surviving is just climbing over someone else to get out of the hole, me against everyone else. That is Andor also. that has been Andor's life also.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that look on Andor's face, and like credits to the actor for acting so well,
Yeah.
his look is like this fear and like a stark realization of reality, because I think in that moment when he's looking at Skeen, he sees himself.
Oh.
He's not seeing some other person. He's seeing this
Himself?
person is like me. This person is willing to do this. But that's the moment that Andor.
Oh, it's like Andor was killing the dark side of himself.
Exactly.
Because that guy just mirrors what Andor is thinking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
They come from the same experiences. They have the same background. They have the same brutal honesty. They have the same grim outlook on whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, in that is a moment where Andor as the person is split almost in the two. Skeen and Andor in that scene are
Interesting.
the
Yeah.
two choices that Andor can make.
Wow.
And yeah, just like you said, killing him is, yeah, you put it beautifully, killing that evil, killing
Yeah,
the dark
evil
side of himself.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really powerful moment.
I didn't notice that. I just feel like, he's
you
angry.
did now. Well, but you said he's angry, and I think that's right, because he's angry that is himself. When he sees Skeen, he's like, I think that fear and anger is, he's realizing, that's me.
And also,
I don't wanna be
I
this.
think he's really like good at making some quick decision. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
he's
he-
not like a really thoughtful or just I'm gonna be very hesitant.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm angry. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
I think he
Something
wasn't
like that.
hesitant, yeah. But I think it's not thoughtless. I think
Mm.
it's actually the fullest thought, and he realized he sees himself, and that pisses him off.
But why didn't he just choose to educate him and change him? though?
Because I think symbolically, that moment is saying Andor as a character. Here he's been given Nemik's manifesto and Nemik's navigational device. He's been given direction. He as a person has finally been given direction. Skeen has not been given direction. So it's like in this moment is the split. Andor has been given the personal and philosophical direction, and because of that he has to kill his past, kind of a thing.
Oh.
He has to kill the other side of him that he
But
sees.
it's kind of cruel. You know?
I mean, it is, but I also think it further explores the dark nature of a rebellion, of human choices, of these grim, horrible things where people have to die. And
Is the filmmaker your friend?
no,
You know him very well.
and
I like
yeah.
it. I like your analyze.
And I like that line at the end, the very end, where
Mm.
Luthen is looking at the coins, and the lady's like, "Oh, what does it say?" And he's like, "It's a lost language."
Mm.
And we were talking before about the Canary people's language,
Mm.
how we don't get any of the words, we don't hear anything, or we don't get the subtitles,
Yeah.
and it's like a lost language. And I think like the Aldani people, the natives and the locals doing
Yeah,
the
they have
celebration,
their language.
but maybe eventually the Empire will keep trying to drive them out and reduce their numbers, and their language will be lost too.
Wow.
You know? And so I think there's kind of like that running theme of like something lost. And I think the
Okay,
real
that makes
Luthen,
sense.
the real Luthen would think that's devastating and tragic.
Yeah.
But that fake one,
you're
he's like,
losing something.
he's like, "Oh, it's beautiful though. You can make it mean whatever you want it to mean. It's your own secret language." And I think that's kind of like how the pretentious high society adopt aspects of working class and minority cultures and disappearing cultures,
Yeah.
and they sort of adopt it to make it like cool and fun and like, wow, I'm experiencing this.
Because the rich people, they like a rarity. Like
Yeah. You know, when I went to Mogu Caverns, when I went to Mogu Grotto, Mogul Grotto
where is it?
in Dunhuang.
Oh, 莫高窟, yeah.
When I
know
went
that
to
place.
the
I went
Mogu
there
Gro-
before too.
Okay, when I went there, I was with a small group of people, and there were locals there who were coming and selling their local fresh milk, and they were making it themselves, and they were like churning it, and they were making like a little milk candy or something.
Yeah.
And there was a local woman who was going to this tourist location to sell it, right? And there were some Americans with me who live in Shanghai, and they were touring together, and these two women were filming the local woman, and they were like talking about, oh, this is so cool. Yeah, I'm going to post this on Instagram. And they were getting like a photo with her and they like paid her and they got it.
Yeah.
But they had this look on their face like, oh, wow, this is so interesting and cool to see like local people's custom. Like, wow, I'm going to put this on my Instagram feed. It's going to be so interesting. And I could see the look on the local person's face. Like the local person had like just a disgusting or ugly look on their face. Like they're thinking, this person doesn't get it. I hate these tourists. This local person is thinking like, I hate these tourists. Why do they come here? And I have to put on a show for them. And like, this is my life. And even our guide, who was a local person, was kind of like awkward. And I forget how it started, but the Californian or the US lady, she made a comment and I said something like, well, that's kind of pretentious of you. I don't think the local thinks it's so great.
Yeah, why?
And I said, this local is probably here trying to make any money she can.
Yeah, sure.
Trying to survive. They're even poorer than the other standards of living. And they kind of despise that you're making a mockery. You're making a spectacle out of their poverty.
Yeah, you just take them like as a show, as some property that you can show off in front of the public, but not actually like very genuinely telling more people, oh, we should just care about this stuff, care about this tradition or culture, you know. So maybe the way they acted,
I think was self-absorbed.
Didn't make them feel like good.
Yeah, and she got offended by what I said and was just like, well, I'm just trying to engage in their culture. And it was like, but this really isn't her culture either. Coming to a tourist center so she can sell and make less than $1, less than a US dollar for each person, and like sit here in the sun trying to make as little as she can in the day. That's not her great culture that she's sharing with us.
Yeah, they're still living in the poor life.
Yeah, her great culture is lost in her poverty. And the American woman was very offended by what I said and then didn't talk to me the rest of the trip. But in that moment, when we continued hiking, I looked over and the guide was like wiping tears off her face. And it's like, that probably because she hardly sees someone comment and see the reality of what's going on.
Yeah.
She probably also sees the bullshit that like foreign tourists bring to that place. And I was a foreign tourist and I'm glad I could see it, but I wasn't sort of patronizing and belittling the poverty and culture of these people for my own amusement. And I think even we viewed like the guide as a higher person in their society than this poor woman selling these milk candies, but actually she's probably not making that much more, and she also has to just sit and is subject, not sit, but she's also just subject to the tourists and our pretentiousness and our like made up stories about, oh wow, I love this about your culture and I learned this, and she's probably just has to kind of nod along and be like, oh yeah, that's great, I'm really glad you're enjoying and posting and fantastic. Because she also is just trying to earn a living. She has to put up with this shit.
Yeah.
So I think in a way, like, that's the fakeness of Luthen in his high society art shop, being like, oh, it's a lost language. Isn't that great and cool and fun? Isn't that a fun story? But it's like, we know from Aldani that those people are going to all be exterminated by the Empire and a lost language. And from Kenari, that's what a lost language looks like, wiped out by the Empire. Yeah. That's not fun. But he's portraying to this rich aristocrat lady like, oh, isn't this a cool fun idea to play around with a lost language? So I like that there's like this flip of you know, the what do I want to say, the hypocrisy of the upper class, or the ignorance to what really is going on around them.
I just think I actually don't care about the forms, like if they are genuine or like a very hypocritic. But I just hope those kind of old and traditional stuff, you know, like they can just sustain in the future. Also, I hope the people in poverty, their life condition can get promoted, get improved. So anything else, I think, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Even the ladies you mentioned, they are hypocritic, but if they really let more people know the poor conditions in that era, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. Overall, it might be a good thing. And
Just the way they acted, like their behavior, maybe just to piss off those poor people, poor local people.
Maybe I'm just too critical when I see it or something. But
No, you're not. You're just you're just tell me the feelings, your real feelings.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like the deeper meaning in this episode, and I love the way it.
Yeah, I like this show. I like this episode.
It's really tragic. The deaths. Some of them are very surprised.
Yeah.
It makes these situations seem really dire. And the stakes are high.
I really want to watch the next one.
We can.
I want to know where they are gonna go. Next stop.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like Andor, and I'm so impatient.
Where am I gonna go next?
Yeah.
Well, now
so
he's
impatient.
got a path. He's got Nemec's manifesto.
Oh.
He's got the experiences of meeting Nemec.
But I think
and that's
he
his
will
voice.
definitely come back.
Mm.
Yeah. To be together with that girl.
With Vel.
Vel,
yeah. And do something. Yeah.
Definitely, because I'm smart.
Yeah, you have made a lot of
Always
good calls.
guess right.
Well, you guessed Cinta was gonna die. She killed a kid and walked away.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Just a little mistake. Okay.
Yeah. That's
Eventually,
insinuated.
she would die. Okay.
Won't we all?